Hello, everyone. My name is Mirna, and on behalf of the Mindalia TV team, welcome to Mindalia live streaming, where thousands of people around the world gather daily to see the lectures and interviews organized by Mindalia TV. Today, we have with us Karen Garzon. Karen has 21 years of experience as a holistic therapist. She is a massage therapist, gen medicine ultrasound technician for musculoskeletal, and she is also certified in many integrative and holistic techniques that she integrates in her sessions. She is also an active member of FIFA education system as well as an international certified facilitator and life coach for wellness. Before starting with Karen, we want to remind you that Mindalia's mission is to share information that can help raise the level of consciousness around the world. You can help us by subscribing to our channel, leaving us a positive comment down this video, or sharing it with someone that you know that is going to benefit of the content that we're going to be talking here today. We also want you to collaborate with Mindalia with your own valuable content. And for that, you can go to our website. On the tab, you're going to find a link that says Collaborate with Mindalia. That link is going to take you to a form that you can fill out for our technical team to be getting in contact with you. Remember that you can help us with your own content in English through Mindalia TV English, but you can also do it in Portuguese through Mindalia Televisao and Spanish through Mindalia Televisión. Visit our different channels and platforms, Facebook pages, Instagram accounts, and follow us. Because with that, you not only help us reach as much people in the planet as possible, but you also keep yourself updated with the wonderful information that we share there on a daily basis. We are not going to delay this any further, and I have now the pleasure of saying welcome to Karen. Karen, welcome to Mindalia live streaming. How are you?
Hi, Mirna. Good afternoon, good morning for everyone. Some places.
Exactly. It's always morning, afternoon, or
evening.
evening.
And thank you, Yes, exactly. And thank you, Mindalia TV, for this opportunity.
It's our pleasure, Karen, to have you. I was reading at your curriculum, and it seems that you have a very interesting life. And what we find very appealing is the fact that you have that mix of Western and Eastern knowledge, and you apply it to many people that surround you. Tell me how all this journey started. What is your passion, and what brought you to start in accomplishing this life that you live?
Okay, so pretty much I heard your introduction is quite clear. It's 21 years, and for me, it feels like it would just happen only 5 years, 2 years. And that's clear the passion that I have for what I do. And I'm like, wow, that's all the time? That sounds a lot. But actually, it starts very, very young. I would say since little kid. Come from a family that is, like grandparents are in the pharmacy business. And for me, it was a game just to play and see wounded people and see, and you never know how much impact the members of your family can have on you, like your grandparents, your uncles, your aunts. You never realize this. Now I'm like thinking, wow, it's incredible. There's something that when I was 5 years old, 6 years old, I used to go maybe once, like a year, to see them, and it takes me, that takes with me. And then by 13 years old, I was a rebellious teenager, but I like to work with autistic kids and special kids and then stuff. But I never knew that that was going to be my life, that I was going to do that. I always like languages and travel the world and business. So that was really not part of it. My mother, who is a clairvoyant, and she is also very into the healing environment. She is a very you know, part of who I am today by day. And that's how I started taking the metaphysics, everything about energy and how the mind, how powerful your brain can be. She always gave me lectures of this, but it was like an aside thing from school, and it stays there. It stays there. And but then later in my life, I always liked physical therapy, and I started doing it as a hobby again. It was a hobby until I started working in the therapy business, and I started working in some massage therapy business. And I was maybe like 20 years old when I started doing the 19, 20 years old. And I take my first association degree, my national registration, I'm sorry, for the New York State. and start exploring this business and start exploring the cosmetic and the spa and industrial business, which is huge, and work for one of the most important companies in the world, which is Elizabeth Arden, until international trainer for them and the number one therapist in New York. And then I decided, okay, what else? What else is there? Then I realized in that time it was the taboo of autism and babies and all this going on, but I didn't know how to any of this. And life obviously know exactly what it's doing. And as you know, we see like videos in Mindalia about consciousness and how is this power? You can do anything you want, but always bring you back. And I realized I went for radiology, and in working in radiology, I discovered more about the encephalogram as I work in ICU cases in my internship at one of the most important hospitals in the United States. And working with that 13, 14, 15 hours a day, that put me in a very good spectrum, to see the whole things. When you say ultrasound, most people, first thing that they come to their mind is, oh, you check the babies, pregnant women's babies. And when you get in there, I was like, I don't want to do that. It sounds cute, but I don't want to do that. And then once I get in there, it was like a whole world open to me. I was able to work with encephalograms, which is, for the people that doesn't know in medicine, it means scan the brain, baby's brain, from 0 hours born until maybe 6 months or so. And I was able to do that. I was able to work in RVT, which all everything about vascularity and other areas and abdominals, and work in ICU department for dolls and ER and go and see inpatients, outpatients, all that. And that's when I like it. But again, like you said, I start combining the two modalities, the Eastern and the Western. And every time I pass with the rooms and I see patients, like, why I cannot touch them? I'm sure if I touch them, I'm gonna give them that peace that that medicine is not providing. That person is not alone because I was able to perceive there was another presence there. So when I go at nighttime, sometimes I took my gloves off and I go to patients' rooms and I start doing all these therapies or techniques or skills, however you want to call it, not knowing many times what I was going to do. And I just know that I have to be there. It's something like pulling me there. Okay, I'm feeling that, finish the scan, but I see that patient. What's going on with that patient? And I just go there and I stay with that patient and start doing and just like a lot of my doctors, they remember I got screamed and yelled by that. What are you doing? That's not supposed to be part of hospital. You're not represent this, but it really paid off in short term because I realized really it was a goal. Every person doesn't need that medication so strong. It needs this attention, needs the consciousness to know what's exactly happened. Or that cancer, pancreatic cancer, it need to remember like what happened, when did this happen, and how much was the anger that he had inside. It really make that frustration and that pain cause something chronic disease as a pancreatic cancer. And I see payers, and I was lucky enough to find some therapists or some doctors that understood this because they're in the Eastern modality, because they were studying somehow, and they're like, oh my God, I never learned this in med school, but I know this exists. And the patients like more calm, more relaxed, the blood pressure went down, different results. It's like I can go on and on and on and on and on. But this is how I start and have my kid who's like super smart and kid, and he was a push for me to continue exploring. When I get out of the hospital and the whole industry, I'm like, oh, you know what? I think I'm more open to do this. Working in musculoskeletal, as you mentioned, give me the possibility to open myself to sports medicine and go to the sports therapy and work with FIFA, which is for the People Federation, Association, International Football Federation. I lost you, Myrna.
Can you hear me?
Yes,
But
I
you
do.
don't see me?
No, I don't.
Okay. Okay. Let's try because I do see you. I still see you. You cut off a
Okay.
little bit for a couple times the audio, but I see you perfectly fine. A little bit
Okay.
frozen, but I'm pretty sure that we will get signal at any time now. Let me know when you start seeing
That's
me,
what it's.
okay?
Okay.
But you
Be.
do hear me because I want to ask you something. I do
Yes,
know
yes, yes.
for
I totally hear
Okay, I
you.
do know for what we have spoken before that you do have Western medicine in high regards, that you love what it is, to be learning about the body, but there is something beyond the body that we are not seeing when we are focusing only in Western medicine. How do you think that, for example, the
Mm-hmm.
patients, the people that are trying to heal, respond to you when you talk to them about a possibility of something beyond their body being the cause of their pain? How do they
That's
react
a
to it?
great question. That's a great question. Actually, I have two different reactions. One is people are like, is answer as yes, no. Why are you asking that? That's like that's the defensive reaction. Non-defensive reaction. They just listen to me. They just think about it. And I realize it's more the people that are into yoga. They hear something about consciousness. They hear some kind of meditation, and of any type, and they just listen to me, and then they give me brief answer, and I don't need to know everything. It's just I need to empower them. Like, where's the detail? But that reaction, it can be very mixed. Like I said, it can be very
Okay.
answer to me, and the first then they ask me why. That's immediately why. But other people are like defensive until I start explaining. I learn. I learn in my experience, like who I'm dealing with. I don't want to scare anyone, and I instead in that, instead of that, what I'm gonna do is empower them and show them, okay, so I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm gonna have people say, no, you're wrong. And I'm like, fine. But when I start giving more ideas and I start put them in practice, instead of lay down, I do the work for you, it's like lay down, let's work together. And that moment, that barrier, the wall barrier they put on me is like drop down. Or in my case, for example, I work with mostly high proficiency people in business, which they're carrying so much high stress, or professional athletes. So those are like the type of people that come to my sessions. So when they're like that, they're very in control. They're very mental. They don't want to lose it all. They don't want to bring their business into their personal lives. But I guess one of the points of my success is that I empower them. And when I see the limitation, it's like, okay, sometimes they don't say to me, you know what, Karen, I don't know what you're doing. Just do your magic and just heal me, help me. And tell me what you want. And that's when I know those walls goes down, and it's easier. You see the results faster.
That's beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
It seems that we are taught. I like what you said, that they get there and they are very mental, because we are
Yeah.
definitely taught to use the mind. And instead of having the mind serving us, we serve the mind. We go into a place in which we do whatever the mind says, and we forget
Correct.
that the mind is there to serve us. And we're kind of like running away from emotions. We're running away from feeling. And what do you think is the feeling that people are most um afraid of feeling? What's that thing that people doesn't want to be encountered with, that doesn't want to deal with? Because I kind of have the idea that that's where all our ailment is coming from, right?
Yeah. So one of the things person doesn't like first is to lose control. Simple. And two, no one takes time to listen. When you say to what did your body says, they look to me like, it's like, what did your body says? And just to have the idea that you have conscious, that you can work with superheroes, they're like, how's that possible? And it's great to know that there's more media thanks to you guys, thanks to Mindalia, many other social platforms and people and host speakers and you name it, books and everything that talks more about this. Is more people are open to listen. Uh, but I will say consciousness is something that is my mind, just like you said, is they're not open to lose. It's like money, time, like I can change things and everything come from here. It's not coming from here, and that's all. The rest is all like a fear. And when you tell them, you actually you have choice. You have choice to create. They and you think it sounds maybe dumb for a lot of people or easy, and they looked at me like, that's it? I'm like, yeah, how cool is that? That's my first question. How cool is that? And they looked at me like, you weird. Like, they look at me like, huh? I'm like, how cool is that? I'm like, go home, have sex, enjoy, workout, enjoy. Just open your energy and have choice. The actions you live in, the things you're creating, is part of the choices that you made. You just living by the choices you made. Okay? And many times people have a body or create the body or create the diseases based on the choices that they make. And that sometimes can be really strong for people to understand that. And they look at me like, whoa, what? I don't want to be sick. I'm like, yeah, I'm not saying you want to be sick, but how much that emotion affect you that if you realize, hey, we need to realize and acknowledge that this really hurt us. And if you give me time to process that, meaning you as a soul, me as a body, we can work together and we can work in a better, community.
Karen, let me
Like,
ask you something. When you take care of your patients, do you include in those treatments? I'm for what I'm hearing, you kind of advise them in their lifestyle. Is there any particular, not diet, but yeah, kind of a diet in the very relaxed way of saying it? Do you recommend them any nutritional lifestyle to be able to have the body and the results that they're looking for?
yes, of course. Just leaving that clear that I'm not a nutritionist, neither am I a dietitian. But I give the suggestion that I can say to them, well, first of all, we live in the United States, and like in New York, or I travel everywhere in the world for classes and dictating, and I have see patients everywhere. So pretty much I adjust myself to the moment or where this patient is located in the moment, right? I'm not gonna tell someone from a country that eat always pork, cut it out completely. And give you an idea. But definitely I do. I ask them, tell me your routine, how you eat. Or I notice when they come to me, like, something quick, or you can tell. So I'm like, okay, what about if you slow down the way you eat a little bit? Just count to three. They're like, oh, I don't have time. What about if you eat something smaller instead of something bigger, so you don't feel the indigestion that's gonna kick in your stomach? So I'm telling them like all the changes that's gonna have, and they're like, whoa. But I can tell them like food they might be able, for the patients with cancer. Um, and I'm extremely proud to see how amazing the results have come. And like one day I have an appointment with my doctor, and he says to me, Karen, I'm free, and he reduced the medicine, the urologist, the oncologist, like, wow. It's like, I see all these changes and I see the activity, and they told me I have another one that's unable to walk. You're gonna have to be on medicine for this long. Now it's walking, nothing, no helpers, no nothing. It's totally and I have to cut it out little by little. The doctor said, well, maybe a year you're gonna be on this medicine because then we have to do a craft of the people that doesn't know is from somewhere else, and they put it in the area where they have the scar, the huge scar in the accident, in order to cover that. And its cells react incredible. And actually, I saw him yesterday, and I'm able to do the movements that it might take it 2 years. And actually, we're doing it in less than a year. So that's when I told them the cells has memory. Okay, and if you're in the cells and you let them reproduce themselves, all the body tells themselves. But the messages that you bring to those mothers, the messages you send to those cells with fear, with anger, with pain, or you go from the positive attitudes and say, okay, you and I, we're gonna reproduce, we're gonna rejuvenate, we're gonna make this body more energizing, more healthy. I'm sorry. Forgive your body, forgive yourself for, and whatever, we start from this. And trust me, this client of mine that happens, for example, this accident is very special behavior, but he's totally amazing, with the ADD spectrum, with autism spectrum as an adult. And I love working with him. It's like one of my favorite. All of my patients, they know that I'm like extremely spoiler with them. But it's amazing when you go and teach them how this conscious mind work. And now, if you hear him talking right now, he's somebody else. He's more happy about his body. I see him in the gym. It's not like, I have to go to work out. It's more like it's my relationship with my body. Instead of saying I have to take this body, it's like the relationship. It's different community. His food changed. He's eating less fat. He hardly did. It's like alcohol is not needed so much as before. It's everything from a choice point of view.
That's
It's
valuable, right? When you don't have to, but you decide that you want
a
to, right?
choice, yes.
That's beautiful.
And when I hear him talking, say, "Oh, it's a choice. Oh, I decide to do this. I feel like I'm gonna do this. You think? You feel?" He's laugh when I start asking the questions. What do your body feels like eating today? What do you perceive? Talk to your body. What do your body would like to wear today?
Wow,
The
that's beautiful.
society says, or it's because you feel like your body wear this. If your body feels it, you do it. But if you put it in your mind and you think it's cool, we have problems. You might look good with hot on it. And so, so this is how I tell it. And people say, oh, that's for ladies. No, the man loves when I talk to them that way. And they laugh because they're like, no, I talk to me that way. I'm like, I do.
That's beautiful. I really like what you're saying. And can I conclude that you are a big advocate of the mind, spirit, and body?
Yes,
Uh,
100%.
yes, 100%. What would you say to someone, for
100%.
example, who is all in the mind, not in the body, or all in the spirit and not in the body? An advice for those people that are not using their body, that are not going for walks, that are not running, that are just neglecting the level of activity that we're supposed to be giving to the body, and that includes me.
So the first thing I'm gonna ask you is that yours? That idea, that conclusion, incarceration about you carrying your body the way you're carrying it is just yours or is somebody else? It belongs to you, it belongs to somebody else, or something else. That's the first question. So I'm empowering you right there. Okay.
Mhm. And
Decide
if it
what you
wasn't
don't like.
ours, when you say, is it yours? If it's not
Yes.
ours, who is
Who
it?
that belongs to.
Yeah, who that belongs to?
So you have to find out. So most of the time it's like, oh, that belongs to my mom. I grew up in a family that they have this family opinion that if I don't have to work out because just like that, I'm pretty enough. Okay. Or, okay. So what, how do your body feel like if you work out? What do you feel like when you go to work out? I'm not going to tell you go and do it because the doctor says so. No. How do your body feels like to do it? What opinions do you have about you that if you create more, over create yourself, you can create so much joy in your life. And remember when people hear money a lot, right? So we are like, body, what is the creation you and I we can do today that if I give you so much joy, you're gonna produce me more money? Body, what can you today that we can be hotter, sexier, happier? Show me the creation of living with joy. Find out what is your joy. And it doesn't come from your mind. Show me. And when I say show me, people say, well, how it's gonna show? It's gonna show like that? How? Body doesn't talk. Body talks. Just listen. You go outside, you see something beautiful to wear, and then you see a lady that inspires you. It's like, oh my God, I would love to look like her. We love to look like her. You're gonna feel light, and light feels like, yeah, this is for me to do. Or you're gonna feel like, everything
That's
hurts.
amazing.
So you decide from here, no conscious, no, I'm sorry, no mind. Really bring your walls down and just listen. It's like when you go to a store, you see something beautiful, you laugh, I'm not gonna buy you, no. And that past 1 week, and then you still got
And it haunts you. It's haunting you all the time. Like, it happened to me
yeah.
not long ago with a tea set. I
Okay.
wanted the tea set, and I spent probably 2 months with the tea set in my mind, and I went to get it, and there were only two of the glasses of the cups,
Uh-huh.
and one was broken.
And you get the other one?
Of course, I got it. I was like, at least one.
You see? So there it is. That's the perfect example you can do. It's like, show me the magic of wealth. Show me. You have a business, you have a plan, you have something to buy, you have a trip opportunity, and you have to it's like, what is for me? What is you have this pair of shoes at $300, $600, and one for $70 because in sale. Which one is going to give you more? Which one will produce more for you? Which one will give you the happiness and it will help you to be standing for long hours and it will make you look sexy or elegant or whatever, or more be in business or to go to run? Show me what is there. Remember, everything around us is energy. So we have so many, we have like UN, we have so much, and everything talks in Eastern modality. We talk about Eastern modality. We thought that everything is energy around us. We are energy. So if you ask these questions for anyone that is mind, it's like, show me. How many guys they say I have this business deal, but I'm not closing it, but I have this business and they don't even sleep. They goes around the house, their wife get up. Why is it nothing? Nothing. I have, oh, is it heavy? Is it heavy? It means something's not right there. Find out what is it. If it's like, oh, I don't want to close it, but it's so ask, oh, universe, if I close this deal in 3 years, 5 years,
How would it
so that
feel?
will be like the,
I
how
love
will
that.
it feel? How will you see your life? How do you see your life with your family? How you see your life in 3 and 5 years? Is something expandable? Is something that can able to you produce more from joy? No, because there's always a lot of belief of money comes with hard work, and you hear like people like Tony Robbins or Rocky Yosaki talking about money and prosperity. It's the same thing. You have to instead of asking body, universe, show me what is there. from ease, joy, and glory. Show me how can I produce more without killing myself
Exactly. I love it.
or from pain. You see, this is what it is. This is when you work, you work with your body, you work with your
And
mind,
with your
you work completely
emotional body as well, right?
in your soul, and people will feel it. And if you ask my clients or my patients, they laugh sometimes because when I hear them something and they say, I'm like, yeah, they're like, oh my God, am you laughing for my own health and wellness? I'm like, of course. Because it means I'm doing something great. It means I'm contributing to your wealth. I'm contributing to your happiness. I'm contributing to your health. It means I'm doing my part in the universe, doing that part that I came to do that. So more of that
Ex-
universe, because more of that comes when you do
Mhm.
good things. More of that wealth, more of that prosperity comes.
Do you
We are
think that
one. So instead
joy,
of
that sparkliness, that capability of laughing is like a key note on the treatments that you do? Do you think we can even live without it? Because you are a very joyful person. I can picture your
I
therapies,
am.
being like an episode or a moment for your patients or your clients of just letting it go and just being chill and have a good time. Do you think it's doable
Yes, we
without
are.
that high note of the joy?
I think it's part of a good note of, and that's how you have to live your life. It's in a joy level. Even if you drink a cup of coffee, it's like I was in Costa Rica for a for life, and this lady from Hungary, she was looking at me. We just met there. She's a life coach in Hungary, and we were talking. And she loved desserts. I like food. Period. She's just desserts. I'm food. Period. And she says, and I was eating like, wow. And she's like, I say, wow. She's like, you eat with so much joy. And I couldn't stop laughing when she said that because I didn't realize what she was staring at me. I thought she was staring at me, I don't know, something, a piece of mascara, whatever. And she was like looking at my face. She's like, you're so happy. We've been working and facilitating all day long. You have a long trip. I was coming from London and then I was coming to New York and then Costa Rica. And she says this to me. And I was like, huh, oh, great. So I don't get it because my so, and when he said that, I'm like, yes, I'm eating with joy. And my mother, for example, always says to me, since I was a little kid, she's like, you always eat like a total. Like, I'm so slow. The work can fall apart. I don't care.
You just
And
enjoy the sensations.
I don't care. And I told people in my industry, in my company, where I have my clinic in New York, and they said to me, you eat so much. Well, sometimes we don't see you eating. I'm like, well, this is the reason. When I'm working and I have to check on my clients and they're working out with the trainers and in the gym or with the athletes, soccer players, usually I carry a smooth juice or green juice if I have no time to eat. That's my food. So I can talk to them, right? And as a good New Yorker, we have coffee. But food, I
Slow
need to
down.
sit down and there's no
That
phone
sounds perfect. That's the ideal
and no
way,
phone.
right? For what I've heard. That's amazing.
Yes.
Karen,
And in there's that don't never
mhm,
eat.
we
Mhm.
reached the end of our segment. I want to definitely, first of all, ask you, where can our audience find you?
Okay, thank you. You can find me in Facebook at Karen's Body or Integrative Therapies Now. Car is Karnan as Nancy, Kar. In or just like put Karen's with as an email, or you can face me in Instagram as
How
well
is your
at
Instagram account?
Karen's Body. It's arroba Karens
Karen's
body.
Body. And so
And
Karen's Body, let me see if I got
mhm,
it. Karen's Body and Facebook, and
mhm,
also Karen's Body and Instagram, right?
you got it.
That
You
is
can find me in
perfect.
LinkedIn as well.
LinkedIn. Okay. And what's
If
your
you
email address,
just
Karen?
LinkedIn too. My email is Karen's Integrative Therapy. No, sorry, is I forgot.
Because you never email yourself. That happens.
Exactly. Karen's body. Uh, Karen's therapy. I'm sorry. You see what happened? Karen's Barry at iCloud.com.
Thank you so much, Karen. Once again, thank you for
So
being with
Karen's
us.
therapy at
Karen's
iCloud.com.
therapy at
Mm-hmm.
iCloud.com. That's perfect.
You got it.
And thank you for sharing with us this time, for letting us be a channel for your wisdom so other people can hear what you do and that they can, with
Thank
this, you are helping us to
you.
accomplish our mission, which is just share information that can help raise the level of consciousness around the world. To our audience, thank you again. And we want to remind you that by liking our channel, following in our different platforms, you not only help us reach as much people as possible, but you're also keeping yourself updated with the information that we're sharing there on a daily basis. Remember that we also want you to collaborate with us with your own valuable content. And for that, you go to our website. On the top, you're going to find a link. It says collaborate with Mindalia. You can collaborate with us in English, Portuguese, or Spanish because we broadcast daily in Mindalia TV English right now here, but we also do it in Mindalia Televisao and Mindalia Televisión. Karen, once again, thank you so much for being with us. We truly love you and we hope to have you very soon. Audience, thank you again. We send you a big hug from here to wherever you are. And until next time.